I don't know. Other than that, we've increased your frame.
Okay, so we did the things that we thought that they said, and there's like no one here. And see, that's why it sucks because I had like 10 people, and now okay, well I'm being recorded now, so I hope that okay, guys. This is this video. Try number 2. I don't know if it's better. Looks a little choppy. Say hi for the second time around. It still says to check my resolution, even though, yeah. So I think that it's just gonna be a bad stream this time, guys, because we tried altering it, and hi Joseph, thanks for coming back. I hope everyone else finds their way. So yeah, I don't know that it's any better. It's a bit choppy. Hi, thanks. Hi, Heimdall's Gate. Thanks for trying, hon. Actually, do you want to say hi quick?
Okay.
I mean, like, you know.
No,
So, just leave your hat on.
I was gonna prove to them that I don't have bangs.
Okay, you don't. Well, just whatever. You just don't. Just say hi. So here's my
Hey
hi.
everyone.
You can't. They can't. I don't even know if they.
They can see.
Okay, well, it's just delayed for us. So it still says that to check the resolution of the video, you guys, and I just don't want to have to like do that again. Hi, YouTube Laser. No, I have Telus. Oh, there's my husband. You can see him now. I have Telus. So these are things. Yeah, thanks, Heimdall's Gate. If you could drop another link in. Oh, guys, I'm such a disaster. Like, how are you guys even coming back? Like, it feels like, oh, this girl, she doesn't know what she's doing. That's how it feels to me. But no, he doesn't have bangs. He just had a toque on, but his hair looked really crazy when he took it off. Like worse than mine looked when I took off my hat. So I just told him to leave it on. I think I'll have him on like this, like as like during a live stream, maybe for like February, as like a Valentine's kind of, you know, like a Valentine's episode or something. I thought that would be kind of fun. We could give marriage advice because we've been married for coming up on 10 years. So January 9th is my wedding anniversary, and I've been married almost 10 years. Anyway, so yeah, so you guys, it just, I can see that it's buffering and it's not the best video, but I don't know how to fix it. I tried the suggestions that Emmett, which he has. Emmett, are you there? I don't know if you followed me back over here, but yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to change it and make it better. So anyway, so oh, hi Raymond. Oh, from Brazil. Good. So sorry it's a bit choppy, you guys. It's just not going to be the best live stream. I'll probably like archive it because anyway. So so Heimdall's Gate asks, is he, oh, thank you for the congratulations, Joseph Smith. I guess that's about my being married for 10 years. So is he running into a lot of postmodern crazies now that he is back in school? You know what? Not really, because he's in the computer science program, and that it's just a bunch of nerds like who have to work really hard to like pass their courses. So they don't really have the time to be that. Although like there is like a diversity and inclusion office at his school, and they do have gender inclusive washrooms. I was just there. I went to my husband's school. We both did, to work out over the past, like today, and like to use the gym. And yeah, there was gender inclusive bathrooms. I kind of thought of them as like the family washrooms, but they said on the door, gender inclusive washrooms. Oh, also in Canada, we say washroom, and that means bathroom, in case anyone was like wondering what I'm talking about. Anyway, so let's see. Have I tried the Periscope app for streaming? Okay, so maybe I could try that. I guess if I can get it on my desktop on my I have a Mac Mini, so maybe I'll You guys, I'll have to look into it to make it a lot more smooth because it really is quite distracting for me to, let alone for you guys, to just be like, oh, I'm doing oh no, my video is not going through, or oh, I'm so choppy and the video is bad. So I definitely need to look into getting a better time for live streaming here. So, but it's my second time. So I mean, learning curve and all that. So yeah. What do I want to talk about? I talked about Christmas in the last one, which I'm probably going to delete because it's only like, 10 minutes long. This one, next time I should take pictures of the gender inclusive bathroom for you. Pics or it ain't real. Thanks, Stephen Smith. And yes, Joseph Smith, apparently. Wow, there's a lot of Smiths. Anyway, Tellus sucks. Yeah, I guess it does. So anyway, so have any of you guys watched that show, The Man in the High Castle? Because I'm thinking of the main character's name is Smith. So it makes me think of that show. It's a really good show. It's on Amazon Prime. We finished that one like last month. So, okay, let's move on to shows because I really enjoy binge watching like all seasons of things that come out. So lately I did The Witcher, which I talked about a little bit in my Christmas video. And then I just did the Lost in Space season 2. So both very good if you're looking for seasons to watch. Does it? I mean, if you, I don't really know what else to say specifically about those. You can comment things to talk about those if you are fans of either of those. So let's see what I've been doing. Oh, one thing I did want to talk about a little bit is, so I have been on the like sort of idea exchange platform letter.wiki, which is long form letters that you can write to people. It could be things you're wanting to know more about. It could be things that you are okay, I'll finish this and then I'll go back because someone talked about Witcher, which I definitely want to get back to that in a second here. But yeah, so I have been, you can talk about really anything to anyone, and you can kind of write in your little bio subjects that you'd be interested in talking about. And so I wrote a guest I've had on my show a number of months back named Liam Bright, and I'm speaking to him about critical race theory. And it's a really, really interesting back and forth because I'm coming at it as a friend. Like, Liam and I are friends, and he's also been one of my guests. And I very much appreciate his perspective on things and his take on things. So but then I also know what I know about critical race theory, and I want to hear what he thinks about it because he's a philosopher, but he teaches philosophy of science, but he also is a critical race theorist as well. So I'm going back and forth with him about that. It's really interesting. There are a few things I can't quite get that I'm wanting to get to that I want to get more. So I definitely, the exchange isn't over, but I'm learning a lot, which is good. So I'm going to just jump over to, Stephen Smith, Witcher has so much exposition. But what's wrong with exposition? Do you mean the books, Stephen? Or do you mean like the Netflix series, like they put too much exposition? Or it makes sense that there's that much information because of the story, but it's just too much to wade through? Anyway. Oh, good. I have an excellent connection now. That's great. Oh no, the warning is back. Never mind, guys. So anyway, so I liked that. I don't know if you're talking about the time jumps and how much it took to kind of catch up to what's going on. Stephen, you're not writing me back. So I would like to know more about why you think, what you mean by there's too much exposition. But no one's writing me anything. Okay, guys, I am talking about this critical race theory exchange. Does anyone have any thoughts on that, maybe. If you do, let me know. But yeah, so I'm gonna continue writing, Liam, because I think there's sort of been this idea that there's people on the far left, and I'm not saying Liam is necessarily even far left. He's just on the left. But I think that there's this idea that people in a certain political or cultural space will not engage with you. Oh no, this says no data. Shoot. Hopefully I'm still going through, guys. You can let me know if it crashed or not. So anyway, I just feel very much like it's important to have conversations with people who are willing to. So what my conversation with Liam shows is that we are like, or that we can have a conversation is the point. Like he's willing to dialogue with me and to explain things that I am confused about or concerned about. And so not everyone in that left space are like, no, we won't speak to people who are like don't agree with our views. So I think that that's good. I like to be contributing to that in some small way in our culture wars, and not culture wars, culture dialogue. So I got a bunch of comments all at once. I think that the stream kind of like stopped getting your comments. So I'm just gonna look over here. So are you a gamer? I'm not a gamer, but I like to watch. I mean, okay, this is back when my husband and I first got married. I like to watch him play the story-based video games like that were interesting to me. And so I was because I was interested in the story. I didn't really have any interest in playing along. So I appreciated I do appreciate a game with good exposition. Yes, it is a game. The Witcher is a game, but it first started off as books and then they made it into a game. And I think that I want my husband to get the Witcher game so I can like watch him play it. Sorry, not like literally watch him. I'm not like sitting like looking at him play. I mean, watch it being played, and then I really enjoyed the cutscenes. Those are my favorite. So, okay, so don't know about Critical Race Theory. Okay, guys, you don't. Okay, wrong crowd. That's okay. You don't have to be interested in Critical Race Theory. It's just something that I have been doing for the past few weeks. This little back and forth between me and Liam. So, let's see. You didn't like The Witcher, Raymond. Well, you said I haven't watched it and that you didn't like it. So I don't know how you can not like it and not have watched it. So maybe watch it and then you can let me know. Okay, Stephen Smith, here's your reply that I asked for. Okay, so here's the reply. The first episode has a lot of exposition. Apparently it gets better. I haven't binge watched it all yet. Yeah, so I think I think that it gets better. I was really interested in it from the beginning, but I think that's because I sat down and watched like 4 episodes straight. So I don't even remember which is the episode break and which, like, I don't even remember one from another. It's just all one for me. So, so if you can, get through the first episode and then maybe watch the second one and then I guess judge it. I kind of feel like give it a couple episodes. So Joseph Smith, it's a great detailed game, Witcher 3. Yes, so that's what I've heard, that it's a really good game, that it's done really well. So I'd like to, I really like the world. I'm like a fantasy buff. Like I really love Tolkien, Lord of the Rings, and like C.S. Lewis, like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and all that kind of other worlds. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna share something nerdy about me. Okay. I read a book series called the Sword of Truth series, and it's kind of like in that fantasy realm, and there's I think like 13 books. I read up until book 9, and that's when it started losing me by the 9th book, but I feel like that's pretty good, getting through like a series of 9 books. And it was really like the first, I'd say up until about book 6, it was really, really good. So yeah, I'm kind of a fantasy buff, and I really like The Witcher because it's kind of in that realm of narrative. I think it's because I like myths. Like, you know, that whole Jordan Peterson talking about archetypes. Feel free to comment if you know what I'm talking about. You know, the JBP. And I watched all of his stuff like back in 2017. It's kind of what got me into this, making a channel and stuff. So okay, so here Heimdall's Gate is talking about Witcher. Oh, is the stream stopped? Shoot. Well, I guess I'll if more people continue to tell me the stream is stopped, I'll know it's true. Or actually, I don't know. Can I still receive comments if the stream stops? So Heimdall's Gate says, Jessica says that Witcher is a good game to watch. If you like watching BioShock, you will like watch. I've never done BioShock. Oh, sorry, BioShock. I've not done BioShock, but I've watched my husband play The Last of Us. And I don't remember the name of this one. It's about a girl. She kind of has like a Viking thing about her. She got like a Viking-ish look, where she is mentored by this warrior guy, but then I think he goes missing or he gets killed or something, so she has to kind of go on her own and leave the tribe. Is this ringing a bell to anyone? Maybe I'll just ask him what the name of that game is. Oh good, the stream is running. Oh, you guys, I feel so sad because I think that more people would have maybe stayed if the stream wasn't so bad. So I definitely need to look into streaming, to making it run. So that's a note to self. The Queen's Thief, Miller #1. Have you read Megan Wayland Turner's The Queen's Thief series? I haven't. I'm gonna write that down because I'm always in the market. I mean, I need time to read The Witcher though, but The Queen's Thief will be one I look at too, because if I can get in, here's the thing: I don't have time to read, you guys, because I have 3 rambunctious boys, and I just I need a story to grab me before I actually like read it. So okay. Yeah, I know the video's choppy. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry, YouTube Laser, to freak out at you. Sorry. But it's not you, it's me. I need to research how to do a better live stream, because I guess the actual, I kind of was able to move past the choppiness, but I definitely don't want this to go down in history as like, you know, what I'm known for, choppy live streams. So I will look into that. So I'm writing my husband here. What's the name? I'm going to just do the voice to text. Name of that video game that I like watching you play about that girl that we saw in EB Games the other day. Okay. So we'll see what he writes back. I could read it with the kids. Is it The Queen's Thief is great for boys, but is it... So my boys are 7, he's almost 8. My oldest is almost 8. And then 6 and 3.5. So I don't know if they're old enough. Like, I haven't even read Charlotte's Web to them, but I have read like I have a book of myths for kids that I've read to them, and they're a little bit long, like on the longer-ish side. So you can tell me Miller #1 if it's the age appropriateness or whatever. Okay, so let's see. Oh, Oh, it is called The Last of Us. Okay, well, maybe I'm mixed up as to the one that looks Viking. I think he's confused because we saw 2 that he's been playing. Oh, Cool Cat, thank you for putting the newer link. Ugh, no, like, I mean, they're probably like, oh, this girl, like, get figured out. Like, oh, what? I know, don't care. Don't care that you're a disaster, Andrea. This is a learning. This is how you learn. So, I actually have a friend on Twitter who does a live stream every week. So, and she's not choppy, so I should just ask her. Oh, you should check her out. So, her name's Taya Smith, and it's spelled T-E with an accent A. Anyways, so yeah, look her up. She does live streams all the time. That's actually how she puts out content. Is she doesn't like edit anything. She just wants to like do it on the fly. So so yeah, not for the 3-year-old, but maybe the 6 and 7-year-old. I'll try reading it to them. Hellblade is having to do with a mythology based on depression. Oh, that sounds interesting. Like, I've left you some notes on your Twitter on how to fix your choppy stream. Cool Cat, thank you. I tried to do what you told me. Like, we went from 30 to 48, and we went, the resolution, we went down to 852 by 480. So, oh, I think I have, should I get rid of my, should I get rid of the other links I have open, like my Twitter and stuff? Does that help? I don't have anything else open except for OBS, which I'm running the live stream through. And yeah, those are the only 2 things I have open. So I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but okay. If you anything else that your CPU is doing, it will make the choppiness worse. Well, I just closed all the other windows I had open in Safari. So hopefully it doesn't look like it's helping, but and there's an error. So looks like I made it worse, guys. Yeah, so I think I might like, I don't know how long it's been, but I don't know. I feel like I don't have really much else to chat about. Is there anything? Oh, I guess like, okay. Oh, let's see. So, oh, if I borrow my hubby's phone to access my Twitter while streaming on my home PC or whatever device, then I can do it. Okay. Okay, so 16 by 9 was fine. Okay, well, whoops. Okay, see you later, Heimdall's Gate. Thanks for stopping in. Say bye to Jessica for me. Close it down now. Okay, well, I don't know if you're telling me to stop my live stream or what I'm supposed to close down now. But yeah, I think I might. Is there anything that you guys? I'll probably start closing up. Is there anything that you guys are? Any topics you're interested in seeing me cover on my channel? I guess, I am looking for tips because I have been able to grow my Twitter quite, I'm at about 3,000 followers now. And I feel like that's pretty good growth. But for my YouTube channel, I'm only at around 1660-ish. And I really want to grow my subscribers. And I don't really know how to do that because on Twitter, you can just kind of tweet something that is interesting that people can catch on and people then follow you. But on YouTube, I really am at a loss, other than making kind of shorter videos. But my shorter videos, only one has gone kind of viral-ish, and it was about Jordan Peterson, and it just, I think, rode the algorithm wave. But most of my shorter videos don't get more views than my longer interviews. So yeah, Cool Cat. You're saying close it down now, my Twitter. Okay. I did close it down. So you put some solutions in a DM to fix my technical issues. Thank you so much, Cool Cat. That's actually, I guess, what I need now. The subscribers can't help me now, my subscriber count, except for this one particular subscriber, Cool Cat, for giving me help on my live stream capabilities. Or if you have any ideas about how to do a better live stream so it's not choppy, thank you, Cool Cat. I will look at your ideas, and if anyone else wants to send me ideas. So, anywho, I have been trying to like build my YouTube base, and I guess I don't write in the community posts a ton, except when I'm these two times I've live streamed. So I don't know how else to connect with people more in my subscriber base, other than if you come and engage with me on YouTube. So let's see, Joseph Smith. You may have to create some controversy to get people to watch you. Ugh, I know, and that's the thing. Like, you're right. If that is how you get big, is either by pandering to a side, and then people are like, yeah, this girl totally says what reflects what my beliefs reflect. So watch her, and they'll spread that around on either side. Or I become the subject of a controversy. I don't really want to have to do either. One, because I'm a centrist and I refuse to go to either extreme or pander. Or, and also, what was my second point? What was my second point, guys? Oh, I don't want to be in the center of a controversy. And I don't even know how even if I wanted to, like, how would I do that, you guys? Okay, so yes, Cool Cat, I will have my husband come and help me look at your suggestions, because he's the one who's more on the tech side, and teaches me how to do things. So, Emmett Beach, you're here. Hi. Oh, I missed you. You wrote up about my letter wiki exchange. How did the exchange start? I was talking about my chat back and forth with my critical race theorist friend Liam. Actually, I should say he's a philosopher who also, I think, does critical race theory. So my philosopher friend Liam said he signed up for Letter Wiki, and he said, hey, write me something. So I remembered in our interview that we did him mentioning about how he does critical race and teaches it. And so I was talking to him about something else. And so we didn't really go into it. So I had a lot of questions that I was like, I kind of want to know about how you view all of this, because I know critical race theory from what happened to Evergreen, from what happened with the Sokol Squared, and with all those guys. Okay, Emmett Beach, you've mentioned your religious upbringing. Yes, I have. Is that what you believe now? How have your religious views changed over time? Is that what I believe? Shoot, what was I talking about? I don't remember what is that, because I kind of jumped back and read your other question that I didn't address. So sorry about that, Emmett. But kind of had a bit of a journey about I'm just too nice for Twitter. Thank you, Steven. Thank you. That's very kind. But you know what? We need to have more nice people on Twitter. So I am hoping my presence is making an impact. But okay, so Emmett, I'm going back to your question about my religious upbringing. So I kind of was brought up in a I'm in like an evangelical home in Canada. My mom was American, from Arizona, and I'd say conservative, not like fundamentalist or anything, but on the conservative side, like she would be like, oh, you can't wear that. You got to wear more modest clothes, like when I was in junior high and trying to be like, wear a mini skirt or something, So I kind of started drifting away from the sort of very literal perspective. Wow, I said I was going to end this like 10 minutes ago, but if I get on this, it's going to be another monologue from me. So anyway, maybe I'll kind of end with this unless people bring up more interesting things. So yeah, I started drifting literal perspective of the Bible when I went to Bible school, actually. Like, I have a degree in Christian studies with a minor in history. And some of the professors brought up, they didn't say don't believe in the literal version. They just brought up different perspectives on the idea, like, oh, maybe the flood wasn't literal. Or maybe it was only a partial flood or whatever. It just bringing up ideas that I'd never really heard. And then I really, really changed my perspective when I took a geology class and started understanding that old Earth theory is definitely true. And new Earth, so aka creationism, is like, not, there's no way that is a thing. And then I started listening to Jordan Peterson literally in 2017, where I watched his biblical series, his like 12-part biblical series, where he really relates a lot of the evolution with the Genesis story. So that really altered my understanding. Like, okay, now I understand the truth in evolution. I still have my faith. I'm maybe not quite as literal about some parts of the Bible as I was. Still pretty literal about like the whole Jesus thing and where Jesus is at, and him and his miracles and resurrection. That's the one part that you kind of, Peterson's kind of amalgamated that with like archetypes and whatnot, and is more of a post kind of Christian. I'm still in the traditional Christian camp in that sense, but on a lot of other things, I've really sort of relaxed my literalist views. And I understand that, God is way bigger than I understand him to be. So I've sort of opened my mind in that. So there's that. So that's, I guess, I'm not quite sure if that answers your question, but so I still have a faith, but it's quite a bit, it's definitely not like conservative. Open to hearing people's perspectives, and yeah. So really well with the Christian studies degree. I did have to do a few theology courses, but what I remember the most actually is my Christian history. And I do want to do a video maybe of myself just talking. I do probably want to edit it, so I probably won't do it during a live stream. Talking about the themes I have seen throughout Christianity, and every time it gets power, it gets corrupted. So it sounds like it wouldn't be much of a video because it kind of is just what I said, but I want to go through the timeline and talk about, okay, so here's where they gained power, or here's where they had zero power. Here's where they had, no, it's not ended. No, let me write, I should write something. No, I'm still here, guys. I probably should end because I'm just having so many technical difficulties. So anyway, yeah, so so I want to do a video outlining my perspective of the history of Christendom and how it goes up and down, and it's the same cycle over and over again. There's no power. The church is that sort of I'm going to say social justice, but I don't mean it in the current way we mean. I mean in the give to the poor, be there for the downtrodden, and don't be concerned with the material wealth. And then it gets a foothold in power, and then the positions of power come along with that, and then people seek out that power, and then they're just like totally corrupted, and they're not living at all by the words of Jesus, and they're just looking to get rich. And then a movement comes about that splits away from that, where they're like, oh, I want to go out into the desert and get away from all of this. And anyway, and so there's a bunch of instances of this cycle, and then the cycle repeats itself. So I think I want to do a video talking about that, because I don't really talk about what I know. I talk about what I'm curious, and I talk about what other people know in interviews. So I would like to talk about oh good, the stream is smoother. Great. Right at the end. Awesome. But anyways, I keep on saying the end, but like then I don't end it. So who knows how much longer we'll go. If y'all will stay, I always feel like a poser whenever I say y'all because like I'm Canadian and like we don't say that. But it is a way to address the group. So if you folks will stay, I'll keep, I guess, talking if I'm interesting. I have no idea if I'm just super boring, you guys. But yeah, so I don't talk about what I know. And so I think I want to do a video outlining some things where I kind of, I'm like, oh, I know a thing or two about this. So my specialty is Christian history, but I had to reread a bunch of my old textbooks and kind of brush up on it because I graduated in 2009. So like this April, it'll be 11 years ago. So yeah, that's that. Let's see. Bye, Steven. I guess you're gone. And the stream is smoother now. Thanks for that. Cool Cat. Will I get Esther back on to talk about creationism? That is the other. Yes, I do know who. Yeah, I figured you meant. That's who you meant. Miller #1. So I did talk to Esther about the IDW a bit and the meaning crisis. And I didn't really touch on because she doesn't, I don't know that she's necessarily young earth creationist, but she definitely has oh hi Joaquin, nice to see you. You just came in and I keep on saying I'm going to end the stream, but I'm still going, so who knows how much longer I'll be around. Thanks for joining. So anyway, so Esther, I know, doesn't take what the sort of current evolutionary perspective is. And she has sort of different ideas and she has done a bit of research in this. So I would like to I would like to have her on again to discuss that. I'm not an expert though. So I don't know if I will talk to her, but I don't know if I'll have the right things to ask to challenge what she brings up. So who knows? But so I might need to do a little bit more research and whatever. So what will be my New Year's resolution? Cool Cat. Well, I think it's gonna be, I am terrible at going to bed on like at a decent hour. Like I am such a night person. And I am like a kid. I'm like, I don't want to go to bed. I don't want to miss anything. But it's more like in the mom version of, oh, I just don't want my time to end. Like and I'm not really super tired. Like by midnight, I'm not really super tired. I have been as bad as staying up to like 1. Earlier in the year, in the fall, I got in a really bad habit of staying up till like 1 over the summer. And then I just continued doing that when my kids were in school and I had to be up at like 7 to get them ready for school. So but I know that like sleep is so important. It's part of your health and stuff. So I definitely want to, I want to like value my sleep much more than I do because it I know that it will affect how like my health, especially in the future. You can't really catch up on sleep because I remember listening to a guy on Joe Rogan who was a sleep expert and he's like and Joe asked, can you catch up on sleep? And he's like, well, you can and you can't. So you can try catching up with say naps, which like when am I gonna nap when I have my 3 children? So, but even if I could nap, it doesn't really 100% make up for a good 8-hour sleep, but it can help. But I don't have time to nap anyway. And so I just need to get to bed. I think I'm going to try to be, I've never really done resolutions, to be honest. But this year I definitely need to do like a serious, like I need to get to bed. Like I think I'm going to try to say around like 11. or maybe turn off my screens, and like whether I'm watching a show or on YouTube or on Twitter, I need to like be like, okay, no more screen time by 11. And I know that sounds late, or like late still, but I need to actually make it like attainable. So I think I'm gonna say that. So Joaquin, you're writing me a few things. Oh, so you're the same cool cat about sleep? Well, yeah, okay, well we can work on it. When I do my January live stream, you can let me know how you're doing and I'll talk about that too. So you came in late. That's okay, Joaquin. I'm still here. Yeah, I only did one before. And then yeah, so 11, you don't think that 11 is ridiculous. So some people I tell, oh, I need to start getting to bed earlier, like 11, and people look at me like I'm crazy. So I guess it depends on if I'm talking to a morning person or not. So, oh yeah. So yeah, I what are your guys' resolutions? Do you do resolutions? People out in YouTube land? Leave me a comment if anyone's like watched the live stream like up until and but you're not watching it live. Or people who, you know, are just watching and didn't get a chance to comment. Tell me what your resolutions are. Because I'm curious as to what people like. Is it just always lose weight or exercise? Like, that's kind of the cliche ones, but is that like normal? Okay, let's see. Whoa, Emmett, you get up at 4? Holy smokes. So you are a morning person, that is for sure. So Cool Cat's resolution is to look after yourself better. Yeah. Sleep is one of those. And I need more than 6 hours for myself, man. But I think at least 7. But I think 8. I want to know what it feels like to get an 8-hour sleep, you guys. Like, I just need to know. I don't remember what that feels like. Isn't that sad? Like, what does it feel like? Anyway, melatonin may help with sleep if you aren't using anything. Yeah, I'm not using anything. I'm just not shutting down. Like, it's not that I can't get to sleep. It's just that I literally don't go to bed until 12 or 12:30. But I mean, that's good to keep in mind. What are you talking about, Joaquin? Search Google for wolf chronotype. Okay, sure. What does that have to do with sleep? I don't know what that means, but okay. So, any other resolutions, guys? Like, why does it have to be the end of the year? Like, why can't you just decide? Like, is it because it's a time to make that decision? Have you guys ever followed through? I don't know why. My mom never really did resolutions. So maybe it's just because she never did and I just never really have done them. I joined a ladies workout group this September. So that's not, you know, around New Year's. Like that's a little bit late for a resolution, but I was like, I need to start exercising. So I do that once a week. And I went to the gym today and I did 45 minutes on an exercise bike, and holy crap, that was tiring. But I have not improved my sleep. So that's the one that is going to be the resolution. So anyways, guys, I think I am going to shut it down. Let's see. How long has it been? It's been 44 minutes. You know, it's last time I did way longer, but I think I was just coming off of, I know that it's a little bit busy timing because it's like the holidays still, and it's a Saturday night. That's actually something you guys can do. Can you message me what days, do weekdays work better for me doing live streams? Like I've only done one, and I think it was on a Thursday, or I think it was a Monday night. And I had about, I think around 30 people then. And so I peaked at around 15, and I'm at about 13 now for viewers, which is not about necessarily numbers, but it is a bit more helpful if I have a bit more sort of subjects being thrown around for me to sort of to chat about, or questions or whatever, because I just want to know that I'm talking about stuff that you guys want to hear. Not just stuff that I'm like, hey, I'll talk about this and just hope you are interested in it. So yeah, tell me what days, if you prefer weekdays. Of course I can't do weekdays that work for everybody, but I don't know if weekends work is the thing, or is it just because it's like a Saturday on around Christmas time that people are maybe a bit busy. So yeah, let me know what works best for live streams. I'll try to keep that in mind next time. And I will try to have the live stream fixed for the January live stream so that it isn't so choppy, because that could also be part of why people aren't sticking around. And I want people to stick around. So, and if you haven't subscribed, guys, like, please subscribe. Like, I really wanted to have like 2,000 subscribers by New Year's, and I would need like another 400 or 350. So I don't think that that's going to happen. But I would like to get to maybe 2,000 by the end of January. That would be great. I just really want to grow my channel. And if you have any tips for how to grow your channel, oh my goodness, you guys, I hate those YouTube, like, here's like secrets, 10 secrets how to grow your channel. Well, if that worked, wouldn't everyone's channel have been grown? Anyway, so I just feel like it's like those get rich quick schemes. And so I guess that's why I'm like, if you aren't subscribed, subscribe now. You can just be my one extra person to help me grow, or tell friends and family to subscribe. That also will help. Anyway, I think I'm going to be done, guys. I'm at 47 minutes here, and oh, it helps having an advance warning. Okay, Joaquin, I wrote it out earlier today. Do you mean like if I gave an extra warning over like a day, like more than a day before? Okay, also make sure to hit the bell to get alerts to show that I am like posting my videos, guys. I always forget to say that in my... Oh, sorry, Joseph Smith, I missed this. You have an addiction to sugar and wants to do the carnivore diet. Good for you, because my husband is such a sugar freak, and he loves sugar so much. He's been wanting to get off of that too. So he did keto for a few months ago, but he's kind of fallen off the wagon there. So hopefully he will maybe make the same resolution about reducing sugar intake. So yeah, I think I'm done, guys. If you have any ideas for videos, if you have any ideas for I guess timing for live streams that you would prefer, I'll try to give more of an advanced warning. I kind of imagine that maybe I'll try a weeknight again. That might be a bit better. Yeah, I think that, yeah. So the regular, I think I want to do a once a month live stream. That's all I can do for in the midst of editing videos and doing interviews. Like I did an interview earlier this morning, and like that was, so I've already, kind of done my quota of working on something to do with my channel. I try not to do too many things per day because family life, and I'm not getting paid for this at all. Like I'm getting like tiny little bits of, like, oh, I made $10 for this month from, Google ads. But yeah, so I can only do like maybe one a month. So I could try to just make it like the first Mondays or like the, last Mondays of the month or something like that. Maybe that would be helpful. Yeah, cool, Kat. I will talk with my hubs to talk to you about the issues. You know the fix already. Awesome. Oh, that's great. Okay, so I'll have, after I stop this, I'll go over and check the message you wrote me over on Twitter. I just want to make sure I get all these comments before. So that is a good idea about the live stream on a regular basis, but I think that the regular basis will just have to be once a month. No, yeah, Joaquin, I can't do once a week. That's just too much for my life. So you usually watch after the live stream. That's true. Okay, so who knows how many like people will end up watching this dumpster fire. It wasn't really a dumpster fire. It was just the technical was a dumpster fire. But I feel like I kind of recovered and was able to focus and talk about particular things in a row without being too all over the place. So I think I learned I did learn a bit for my own sort of for content. I think I was able to do a better job this time on staying on task and not getting too distracted. At least, maybe 20 minutes in. But it's just the technical. So I am gonna be. Oh, it's 51 minutes now. So I think I am actually like for realsies gonna be done. And so yeah, hit me up with any comments under this. If you DM me on Twitter, because I do have my inbox open there. But like, and if you ask me a question, I will answer you. But I don't really do like back and forths a ton on the DMs. Like I get a lot of DMs and it's just too much for me to keep track of. If you go in the main platform, I feel like I can kind of manage like on one of my comments or on something I say, I can do more of a back and forth there. I don't know why mentally it just feels like I can handle that better, or maybe because it's specifically something that I was talking about. But yeah, if you have a question or comment or like, I welcome DMs for sure, but I can't like do too much of a back and forth because then it just gets to be I just can't do that because it's just too much. So, but that's what I think I'm thinking of the live streams as they're kind of a one big back and forth of me with you guys. So anyway, great. Okay, 52 minutes. So I think I'm gonna actually for real end now, guys. So Cool Cat, I'll look up your DM and have my husband look at it, and we'll try to figure out a fix for a better live stream for tomorrow. Thank you all for joining me. I'm Andrea with the bangs. I think I need to figure something out to end the live stream with, so I'm not just saying like bye. Like maybe I need to start. I don't know. I have no idea. I want to like. Maybe I should like read a story, but then I feel like I'm just ripping that off from Benjamin Boyce. So I should find something to kind of be like, here's the conclusion, and now I finished it, and now I'm gonna end the stream. So I need to kind of come up with something, but we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna end it. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for tuning in, those who did, and see you next time. Bye.